So hello guys, welcome back to Ctrl.Command.Continue. In this video I'm actually going to be doing an unboxing. I already know what these are. It's actually the second delivery I've had since the last ones were damaged really badly. They were actually wet and excuse me. And signs are not looking good. I don't know if you can see that, but all the corners on both sides are all bashed, just like the last one, and the actual contents are wet. So if these ones are ruined, I'm going to be really pissed. I've still got the other set there to be returned. So I'm going to get into this. Hopefully they're not damaged like the last set, and hopefully my cat will let me do it in peace. Let's always cut away from here. Well, this time it's got loads of packaging. This one's been opened. Now, as predicted, they were actually lying all over the place. Well, at least this one's in good nick. It is Final Fantasy VII, 8 and 9 collector's strategy guides. Because not only did I get this, I also got the 10, 10-2 and 12 guides. And this one isn't in a cellophane wrapping, and when I pulled out the box it all fell out. Now last time the 7 one had a little crack in it, which I wasn't really too concerned about. I could live with it, you know. They were at a reduced cost. But the 10, 10-2 and 12 one was wet, and dye had, like ink had kind of seeped all over the box, and that was just no. Has to go back. This one has a slight nick in it, and it's kind of dirty. So what I will be doing is I'll be putting in a little complaint to Amazon, because as far as I'm concerned, this is used, and I will be looking for some money off it. Oh Jesus! So I'll maybe be phoning or emailing Amazon, and instead of returning it, because I can live with it, try and get money off. But this is not going well for Amazon. They're in my bad books. So we're going to open this one first. This is the 7, 8 and 9 one. Where's my knife? Oh, thank you, Unit. Cat had my knife. Oh, there we go. So I'll do close-ups of all this stuff. So this is just the back telling you what's in it. Don't worry about that. So like this one, the 7, 8 and 9 box set, this one's in good nick. This looks really good, actually. Right, and we'll get the guides out. See, this one feels brand new. That just feels used. Here we go. So here's the Final Fantasy VII. How beautiful is that? Now, I'd seen a lot of complaints that said the guides inside were the same as the old guides, but after having a look through them, they don't seem to be. They seem to be completely different. It could be possible that the text is the same, but the layout of the guide and the pictures, they don't look the same to me. Or maybe there was American versions of the guides, and maybe that's what these are based on. I'm not sure. But I don't have is this Prima strategy guides? I don't have a 7 one from the same company. But I had a look through the 8 and 9 and they were completely different. So that's the 7 one. I like just the plain white with the logo. I love that. So that's 7, 8. So 7 and 8 were like, oh, Like, I just grew up on those games, man. So here's a little look inside the 8 guide. Really happy with this, and I think they'll look great on the shelf next to my Sky book. Yeah, these are beautiful guides. I just love the plain Final Fantasy VIII and Final Fantasy IX. Now, the big improvement on this book, it is a lot thinner than the last strategy guide. The Final Fantasy IX strategy guide had like a lot of play online bullshit, and they are now not present in these guides. So, happy days. And Final Fantasy IX, I think, probably has the best music. I love the music in Final Fantasy IX. So that's the Final Fantasy IX Beautiful, without any play online crap. But also you get this, it comes with a little envelope, and inside is little prints. Now these would look great in like a frame, these would. So you've got the 7 one, 8 and 9. See this 9 one? I would love it actually blown up so I could put it in a frame in my living room. I really like it. So this is the Final Fantasy X, 10, 2 and 12 box set. Now I understand that it is 10 and 10 2 HD guides. I don't know what the difference is, it's the same game. Maybe 10.2 had like a different mode, so maybe that's in the guide, we'll maybe find that out. But Amazon, you're not doing well. This, unfortunately, is used. Like, we bought it as new, brand new, but this is most definitely a used box set. I can clearly see these books have been taken out. Now, having to return the other set that I had, and it was poor packaging. That's all it was. Is they're not packaging these properly. They're in good nick. I will say that for a used, they're okay. So I will be looking for money off. But at least the books aren't wet and ruined. The actual books were soaked right through. Now this is quite disappointing actually. So this is the Final Fantasy X one. Now what I actually don't really like about this is the HD Remaster logo at the bottom. I wish it was just the 10 logo. You know, it could still be the HD Master Guide, but a bit disappointing. Right, oh, we have a poster. Sphere grid. Okay. Oops. Oh, and then all books come with a little placeholder as well. Yeah, this is a completely different book from the 10 guide that I have. Oh, obviously has the same stuff in it, but the layout is different. Actually, to be honest, I don't actually think this book is as good as the original. So yeah, that is Final Fantasy X HD Remaster. A bit disappointed with that. And we have Final Fantasy X-2. Now this is an improvement on my X-2 guide because the actual pages aren't attached to the spine anymore. You just open it and they all fall out. Oh, this also has a poster. Alchemist Mix Table. So I'll just have like a close-up, a brief kind of flick through the book so you can see the general layout, how the guide's laid out and stuff. Yeah, 10.2 wasn't as good as 10. 10.2 I think is actually probably one of the worst games in my opinion. The combat system's good. Story's a bit... yeah. The Final Fantasy XII guide. This is so much thinner than the one I have. Oh, we've got another. This will be the big license board from the game, won't it? A wee close up of that as well. I'm not sure, but in first glance I also have to say I think the original guide is better. Just at a glance. And I have the old collector's edition guide on the shelf. I mean, I actually do have guides for all these games. I don't really know why I bought these. I just really thought they'd look really good on the shelf. And I think it was more the front covers. I really like the plain front cover with the Final Fantasy and the logo. I really like that. And hardback. And again, just like the other set, it comes with a little envelope. And inside, a little print, so you've got 10. Two. I really like this artwork. I think it's the colours. Yuna! This is you! One of my cats is actually named after Yuna from Final Fantasy X. And here she is. This is my cat Yuna. And Final Fantasy XII. Now, these prints I don't like as much as the 7, 8 and 9 ones. I really like the 10 and 10-2, but the 12 one's a bit... yeah, it's a bit boring, isn't it? I'm actually looking forward to the 12 Remaster that's coming out next year. I don't know when it's out. But it's one of those games where I played through it once and I never done it a second time. So I'd like to go through it again. I just noticed, looking at the camera, all the teddy bears have fallen. Oh well. So guys, that was an unboxing for the Final Fantasy VII, 8 and 9 Collector's Edition box set and the Final Fantasy X, 10, 2 and 12 Collector's Edition Strategy Guide box set. That is a mouthful. So guys, if you want to buy these, they are available on Amazon, but looking at the experience I've had buying these, I would look elsewhere. Maybe look at a bookshop online or something. I wouldn't buy these off Amazon again. But they look good. So guys, thanks for joining me in that unboxing video, and I'll see you all next time. Take care.